very good day to all of you. How have all of you been doing in the last 1 week? Today, I will be talking about something that is pretty interesting. All right, that is what the millennials really want. All right, what the millennials really want. You see, a lot has been said and written about millennials over the last decade or so, and you may have noticed that not all of it have been complementary when it comes to attitudes and expectation of the workplace. Now, millennials are basically people born between 1981 and 1996, meaning to say now they will age between the range of 26 to 41 years old, right? So, and in fact, in terms of digitally native generation to enter the workplace, yeah, and in by a big numbers too. So in fact, by 2025, 75%, can you believe that? All right, by 2025, 75% of the global workforce will be classified as millennial. So one of the challenges for most of us, head of companies, or companies is how, are we going to adapt, or how they will be able to adapt to the working practices, right? Environment, the culture, especially to fit the demands of this age group. Now, if you notice this age group, the oldest in the group is already late 30s or 41 or early 40s, meaning to say these people are already into senior positions, or in preparation to move them up into very senior positions. So where baby boomers, were once settled and happy with the, the working of all this lifestyle. All right, I mean, with the working of, just a paycheck, or a salary, or being singled out, for thanks, maybe once in a year, all right, or after a major year of service milestone, like 10-year, 15-year or 20-year service kind of thing, but millennials are after something more, right? So, and more instant gratifications like more job purpose or even the organizational values, people will, they say they desire after, work social or free coffee machine or free gym and etc. When in fact, what is desired is they just want an environment where they can learn, okay, and they can thrive. So we as leaders need, right, to really get the grips of what inspires, what really inspire, what motivates, and what retain the best and the brightest talent in the market. So to help you with this, I would like to share 7 things about millennials and what they really want from their work. Okay, now the next one, all right. You see, the first point is a culture fit. It is extremely important for millennials, that they feel culture fit, as well as a general sense of organizational belonging. So on a scale of 1 to 10, you see, millennials normally rate the importance of work culture at around, you will not believe it, is 8.5. All right. And as an indication as to what type of culture millennials prefer, all right, a recent millennial survey report says that millennials are definitely happier working in creative and inclusive culture. So this is 76% of them are satisfied with this as compared to authoritarian or rule-based ones, So working to ensure a culture fit falls on the desk of both your recruitment and HR, all right, but the benefits are wide-ranging. So enhanced performance, greater job satisfaction, higher employer retention, and stronger strategic alignments, to name just a few benefits of ensuring the new hires are a culture fit. Now, the next one is align personal and organizational value. It is not just a cultural alignment that's important for the millennials, right? Or feeling that their organization values align with their own belief is very important. So a research from LinkedIn recently found that 86% of millennials, right, would take a pay cut to work, all right, at a company that holds the same value. They don't mind having their salary being cut as long as the values are the same as per their value, and it's compared to just 9% of the baby boomers, yet aligning corporate and workers value is just one of the challenges that HR normally faces. So the other is promoting those values and ensuring employees know what they are, and in some instances that the organization has them in at the first place. So a research by Aspen, all right, they were saying this. They found that 89% of the organizations globally report that they have corporate values in the place. However, all right, another study's finding says that only around one in every five HR professionals report that more than half of their employees are fully aware of what those values are. So it is not a big leap to conclude that having corporate values and actively working with them are not the same thing for many organizations. All right. So the third point here is timely and regular recognition. I think you have, time from time to time, you hear this over and over again. Millennials are the generation that requires what? The most regular positive feedback, all right, from their colleagues and management, and even more so than the generation Zs. Right now, this age group is also the most likely to what? Jump ship and to find new employment should they feel that their efforts are underappreciated. All right. So, 76% of them, through a research that's found recently, all right, that they don't mind. They will be on a hunt for a new job, and a study also found that the preferred form of recognition for millennials is what? Peer-to-peer. While the least favored way is to be recognized, was in private, meaning to say one-to-one. All right. Now, the fourth point here is the ability to learn and to rise through the ranks. Now, the millennials, all right, another recent study found that the millennials in the workplace found, they want opportunities for career progression, all right, because this is one of the most important aspects that can make you as an employer, all right, to be attractive, all right. So another research by Gallup, right, says that 87% of the millennials has expressed that professional growth and development opportunities are among their top priorities. So, but it is not all that about career, all right, progression without the ability to learn the skills required to make a successful step up within an organization. Remember, this age group, right, a big chunk of them are already in their 30s, reaching 40. So they want to have that ability to learn as well, an opportunity to develop themselves. So other than that, all right, 32% of them, all right, they would also want to look at career advancement opportunities, right? Besides pay, that doesn't necessarily mean that this age group are ready to jump ship as soon as they get a better opportunity or even a better job or a fancy job title at another company. So in fact, one study that was recently commissioned by Bridge has found that 90% of the millennials want to grow their careers with their current companies, meaning to say your current staff. All right. So it just requires training and personal development opportunities to be made available to them. Right. So this is really, really important. Right. Number 5. Guess what? Everyone wants work-life balance, especially after this pandemic. Now, post-pandemic, the new norm, millennials are the always what we call the switch on generation, right? So the instant and the constant nature of chat tools and social media means that this age group are always talking and they're always on the go. So that always switch on attitude often overlap into work, right? So I mean, you can't stop that from happening. So the blurring lines and the cross boundaries between professional and personal time means that many millennials are now seeking employers who offer a true work-life balance, and one who will respect personal downtime and that will promote activities that is away from the workplace. So in fact, another research found that, in fact, it's by Docebo. They found that 95 of the millennials, all right, note a healthy work-life balance as a top priority when they are searching for a new job. Well, this is a percentage, amazing percentage that all companies, leaders, HR cannot simply ignore. All right. So point number 6, as I've mentioned just now, flexible. That is work-life balance, but this is more on flexible working. As part of achieving a positive work-life balance, one strong desire for millennials is to what? To have the option to work flexibly and remotely. Okay, so it can be a hybrid, or it can be a full-time or part-time kind of thing, and the desire to find more flexible working arrangement. And all this kind of arrangement, it is a big pull, and a major reason why this age group will consider moving job more so now. And a survey from Flex Jobs is reported that 70% of millennials, all right, are considering or have considered leaving a job, leaving for another job that gives them more flexible working options. However, it is not just achieving a work-life balance, all right, that is a pool of the flexible work option, but it is also, achieving a work-life balance that is the real pool of the flexible working. So they want to cut down daily, commuting to work. They want to have more family time, and they also want to have this feeling of more productive, all right, while they are working from home. These are all the reasons as to why, millennial employees are wanting to spend more time working away from the traditional office. Number 7, purpose over profit. Now, this is my last point here, basically. But lastly, but by no means, of course, the millennials want to work for organization with a purpose and a reason for being that goes beyond, right, merely making a profit. So in general, across the workforce, employees who believe that their company has a higher purpose over money making, again, you see, it is the value of the company, all right, employees believe, all right, this sort of company, all right, are their kind of company, all right. So listen to this. Millennials want to feel good, all right, about their work. They want to make an impact on a society at large. All right. So seriously, right, the way that you highlight your company, the way that you package your company, the way that you instill the kind of culture, all right, basically, will be able to help, all right, to attract these millennials. So highlight the way that you want, all right, the way that your company gives back, okay, at the forefront of your initial conversations with talent. In summary, the wider picture on how organizations can look to attract, to motivate, and to retain millennials, basically you require input from several business areas. However, one of the aspects that greatly contribute towards an engaged millennial workforce is employee recognition. Now, this term here, recognition, especially peer-to-peer kind of social model, can begin to tackle the challenges that your HR may have. So for example, timely and regular positive feedback can be tracked and delivered through a social recognition platform, while removing managerial sign-off process, that traditional way of performance appraisal, can empower colleagues to recognize each other's efforts more frequently. So embedding the recognition within your workplace culture can also say a lot about an organization from a recruitment point or a recruitment front, including the level of transparency and trust in your current workers. Right. So I really hope that this helps you a little bit, especially leaders of company, business leaders, and where your HRs are struggling to not only to employ but also to retain the millennials and this age group. And this age group are the future pillars of your company. So I hope that this resonates with you. Right. Lastly, again, I'm Philip Leong. I'm doing what I'm doing for the very fact that leadership matters because people matter. So do me a favor by hitting the like button, share and subscribe to my channel. All right. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be a blessing. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.